What a flashback to see all Lane's friends from Green Pines Elementary, Lafayette, Lancers, right through University of Missouri. So thank you all for coming. This voice did not go blank by yelling at Lauren ever. She was a great kid. So thank you for that. Just want to pass along one piece of deep founded on Lauren's earthly father. And there's one message that I want to pass on to her and Mike from your heavenly Father. It comes from 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through 8. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud. Remember that, folks. It sounds great in theory, it's not always easy to do in practice, but remember your love for each other at this day, let that be at the forefront of your thoughts. A couple thoughts. I met Mike and Lauren. Mike, 4.5 years ago when Lauren and Mike went out, and Mike was in Soulard, and I had fixed up Lauren's first house on 7639 Jerome, and I thought, okay, this is great. I know Mike, he's a great guy, he's from Soulard, but as any good dad, you're a little concerned as to what's going to be the end game here. So Mike and Lauren moved in, and the deal was when I finished her house in 7639, I was going to move out. Well, the house next door came for sale. It's just a little bungalow, and I thought, this is kind of cool. I'll fix that house up, and Lauren will still be my neighbor. At the time, we thought it was kind of sad that we weren't going to be together. But as it turned out, I redid that house, and about a year went by, I think, or a year and a half, and we found another house next door at 7631 Jerome. And so Lauren and I formed an LLC named Sisu. In Finnish, it means through all thick and thin, no matter what happens, you're going to get through it. So Lauren and I started this LLC with the idea that we're going to be, in the real estate business together, possibly. She's in commercial real estate. And through a lot of sweat, blood, and tears, we took this on, and Mike and Lauren were together, and Lauren approached me, Dad, I think we want to buy this house. I said, well, Lauren, we already kind of set the price. I knew I wasn't going to make any money at this point, so that's fine. So Lauren and Mike, and before you know it, Mike and I are now building the house together for most of the time. Lauren started out with a couple of, demo jobs, buried my pickup truck in the side of a tree once and kind of gave up after that. So it was a great thing. So 173 sheets of drywall later, and an F-150 that made it all the way through. We made it to the end in 2 years, and the Lord is in the background. People say it's very stressful to build a house as a couple. Try doing it with your fiance and your dad on a part-time basis. So it was great. A couple other highlights about Lauren growing up, and being the last of three, you'd think, oh, she's the easy one. We're not going to have any problems at all. And Lauren was very athletic at an early age, and being a football, basketball, and baseball guy, I had 3 daughters. What are you going to do? Well, I picked her up from softball practice after, 6 years old maybe, before he went into gymnastics. And the coach pulls me aside and he says, I've never had anybody hit a ball on the school roof before, and Lauren did it twice. And, I was so excited. So, she may not want to talk about that too much, but later on, I realized gymnastics was her forte. And countless hours at the Olympiad, Jeannie and I would pick them up and bring Ashley and Lauren there on a regular basis. And so here I am in a Webster Groves gym for 3.5 hours waiting for my daughter to perform. That's a long time, right? But every time we counted on Lauren or thought, she could do this, it'd be great. She did. She nailed it. She had unbelievable amount of first place and state championships and things that I realized this is the basis for her life in the future. And boy, has she been founded since. So a couple other highlights. Mrs. Capps, her kindergarten teacher from Green Pines, thought Lauren was sweet, enthusiastic, enjoyed her sense of humor. Lauren was always eager to learn, but was unable to complete her home address. Hang that one on our parents. I guess we thought Christina or Ashley would have worked with you on that one, so we got a little soft. But as a dad, you really didn't feel comfortable that you really knew your daughters, right? All the girl things that go on, and I was always into sports and athletics, and I don't know whose dollhouse it was, but I had foot surgery, and I was home for about 8 weeks, and I'm in the basement, and they had this cute little dollhouse we bought. So I thought, boy, I will really make my mark. I will hot glue little cedar shingles on top of the roof of this dollhouse, and they'll love me forever. Really wasn't that big of a deal for them, right? So I continued to prove myself to Lauren later on. But hey, we made it through the voyage, Lafayette, Mizzou. We might have had a few glitches along the way. You know, from Hit Street to, east side of Columbia, trying to build a room in her sunroom. That was something else. We made it through. So she never got rid of me. We're still neighbors on Jerome. I don't know for how much longer. But it's been a great voyage, and I'm just tickled pink. And also want to give, of course, special recognition to Jeannie and, providing the feminine support and maternal instinct and all the things I didn't understand. But I also want to give Jeannie a lot of credit for getting them to TJ Maxx, Marshall, South County Mall, West County. As I stayed at home with our neutered dachshund, the only male in the house, Barney, who some of you have met personally by getting bit. So sorry about that. But also want to send out a super dedication thanks to Chuck and Michelle Niemeiers for raising a wonderful son-in-law, Mike, which, like I said, we went through steps. Kind of kept my eye on him for a little while, but I was always impressed with Mike's intelligence, his great job at Stiefel, and I've been a financial advisor for 25 years, and within 30 minutes he lost me, right? So the man is a very smart man, and look forward to many, many wonderful years with Mike and Michael. We need one more for a foursome, so Ashley, we're waiting for you. But boy, it's been great, and to you guys, cheers to my darling son.
Okay, next up, everybody please welcome the maid of honor, Christina.
Okay. Shoot. Okay. For those of you I've not yet had a chance to meet, my name is Christina Link, Matron of Honor. Okay. Oldest and wisest sister of the bride. I've had the pleasure of knowing Lauren since the day you were born. Okay, so tonight I'll talk about the ways that we're the same and the ways that we're different. So let's start with the ways that we're the same. We grew up together at 801 Ellen Way and 257 Timber Tree Court. We had a similar childhood, even though I'm 5 years older. We have the same mom, the same Finnish dad, our sister Ashley, and our dog Barney. We're also both an aunt to our football star nephew, Jordan. We graduated from Lafayette High School and then went to Mizzou for college. Following Mizzou, we both lived downstairs in our dad's basement, which also happened to be across the street from Harpo's Chesterfield, which we visited on occasion. We both work in the corporate world. We get red and blotchy easily, especially during important meetings and speeches. We have somehow kept our jobs and managed to get promoted to new ones. Some people say that we have the same sense of humor and mannerisms. We love shopping at TJ Maxx and Marshall's, where we got Taylor's Flower Girl dress. We love Starbucks, and we have no idea how to do our own makeup. We love walk and talks even though our thighs touch when we walk. And usually something is wrong with the connection on my phone. We are faithful listeners of the Toast podcast, and we love Wordle. Well, we used to when it was easier. And lastly, we both have, or should I say had, ingrown toenails. But Lauren has hammer toes and bunions, according to her podiatrist. But don't ask about my podiatrist.
It's not that bad.
So this leads me to our differences. Lauren is blonder, tanner, she works out more, she's a better dancer, she drinks less, she's a vegetarian, and she knows how to cook well, and she weighs several less pounds. Lauren is better with kids, including my own. She's an animal lover, and she's the best dog mom to Norman and Finley. She is environmentally friendly. She knows how to read. And she makes more money than me. She's an Enneagram 3 and I'm a 1, which explains why I'm a better planner, I'm more organized, and I'm better at calling our parents. As Taylor would say, Lauren found her prince and her future was locked in the day that she was born. Mike, from the moment you and Lauren met, I knew you had something special. I saw the way you looked at Lauren and Taylor when you came to visit Columbia when she was just 2 months old and we met you for the first time. From that point forward, we were all just waiting for you to pop the question. We love you, Mike, and can't wait to officially welcome you as part of our active family. I hope you don't plan on watching TV or taking a nap at any point in your future. And Lauren, it all comes back to how we really are the same. After tonight, we'll both be married to balding, middle-aged named Michael from South County. To Lolo and Go Mikey Go, I love you both, and I wish you a lifetime of health and happiness. And Lauren, even though you are my younger sister, I will always look up to you. Please raise a glass and let's cheers to the bride and groom.
Okay, next time, everybody please welcome the best man.
My name's Kyle Turner, though. No. Big shot. And make yourself uncomfortable. Hey guys, what's up? I'm here. Hola. Buenas noches. Bienvenidos, mi amigos y mi familia. Welcome. My name is Kyle Turner. I'm the best man of the evening. Yes, I'm the one that lives here in Cabo. We're happy to have a Q&A session over there at the bar afterwards with all good questions. But very amazing to have you all come here. Thank you for picking Cabo, by the way. I mean, you guys all traveled here to be here with us. This is outstanding. So round of applause and thanks for that. This place is absolutely beautiful. You two are absolutely beautiful. This week has been absolutely beautiful. And this evening is just getting started, but it's been absolutely beautiful. And we have all you two to thank for bringing us here. Before I dig in, a couple things I want to touch on. Wait staff, can we please make sure that everybody's got a champagne in their glass? We're going to do a little Spanish toast at the end, a little tradition here in Mexico, so I want to make sure everybody can participate. I want to make sure, Christina, your speech was outstanding. Thank you for sharing that, and your relationship that you have with your sister and getting to experience that firsthand while we've all been here this week has been awesome. Michael, I can't touch your introduction. I don't have a choreographed dance or song that I can sing, but your delivery this afternoon was awesome. So thank you for having a little jingle ready for us. What else we got? What else we got? What else we got? I'm just kidding. I want to talk about Mike. We've been friends for about 15 years now. Started back at Mizzou, where a lot of our stomping grounds for many of people in this room started. M-I-Z. We shared a wall at our fraternity house. Was founded on a couple things that are still pretty true to Mike today. If anybody knows candy, the ring pops that were in your bags, I guarantee you Mike had something to do with that. Electronic music, we've all been to a handful of music festivals and shows across the country with all these people, and it's been an absolute treat. And video games. I'm surprised Mike didn't ask me to bring my PlayStation so he could play some games with some of these guys here, but I know our wives are very thankful for our bonding time that we still have today, and hearing us shout out across the room as we have our bonding time. It's been wonderful. But I'm gonna give you guys a couple quick stories about our friend Mike here, and more specifically, if anybody's heard the nickname Stanley.
Stan.
We've got a couple good stories about Stanley, and really it's all about how much Mike has been a reliable friend for me over the years. One of the first ones I think about was we had a New Year's party in Columbia, Missouri. Mike came down from St. Louis to join us and had bottles of champagne and kegs and all this fun stuff, right? Mike decides at about midnight that it'd be a good idea to spray champagne bottles all over my living room and shake them on the entertainment center, on the ceiling, on the floor. We sure tied it off nice on that evening. But I knew I could count on Mike to have a good time. The other fond memory I have was also in college. This is while we're still at Mizzou. We had another house party, and Mike accidentally spilled probably 10 gallons of water all over our floor, in our kitchen, living room, everywhere. And instead of cleaning it up, Mike decides to grab a stick of butter that's sitting on the counter and just starts eating a stick of butter slowly, looking at us, staring, thinking that, hey, this is okay, right? I don't need to clean up the water. The stick of butter makes up for it, right? Anyway, fast forward, Mike and I end up in St. Louis, down the street from each other on Wash Ave. Shout out Moon Tower and Laurel. Yeah, we were about a mile down the street from each other. I'd go left, Mike would go right. Many nights home, staying out late. But one day we had a day. A few of us here went out on the golf course, played 18. We ended up playing más o menos 27 holes because we ended up joyriding around in circles on the golf course, doing laps and picking which holes we wanted to play again. Ended up late night at I think Laurel or whatever little bar down on Wash Ave. But I went left, he went right. I called Mike the next morning to tell him, Mike, I woke up in the hospital. And Mike just starts hysterically laughing at me, like no idea that anything had happened. We ended up. Anybody knows here, I'm known for falling asleep. You might see me over there later this evening, but came home in an ambulance. So it was another opportunity to prove that Stanley likes to get down, and I can count on Stanley. But in all seriousness, Mike has been a rock for me in my life. I've had some tough times and some hard moments. We've shared a lot of things that both of our families have been through, and Mike's been a rock for me through all of that. And I just can't say how special it is to be standing here with you, getting you married in Cabo. You stood next to me 4 years ago when I married my best friend here in Cabo San Lucas, and I like to think that you two fell in love at our special place, and always know you have a second home here. Man. All right. Got it. All right. Let's talk about Lauren for a second. So, Hockey, you had mentioned the other night while we were down on the beach just how intimidating it can be walking into a group of friends that is a very large group of friends that have been friends for 10, 15, 20 years. And Lauren passed with flying colors, stepped right in, just made a lasting impact on all of us, was immediately welcomed. And there's a couple things that really stuck out for me about Lauren when I first met her, through the times that we've gotten together, weddings and celebrations, things of that sort. She is what we call in our group an alpha. She's a badass. She's not afraid of what she knows what she wants. She goes after it, and she's not going to let any obstacles stand in her way. And I think that's fantastic. She's also a rock star on the dance floor. I can't wait to see what happens here this evening. Some of us were at a wedding earlier this year, and there was a group of us that led a choreographed dance with Cardi B, if you recall being a prime ringleader in that. Lover of dogs, can't go wrong there. Love that you guys take so good close care of your Norman and Finley. But I think the thing that I love the most is how much you challenge Mike to be the best man that he can be. And you've really kind of squeezed out the Stanley in him a little bit, which has been nice to see over the years, I'd say. We get little glimpses of Stanley. I wouldn't be surprised if we see him on the dance floor this evening, but you have shaped him into an amazing man, but he's still the same person and the same guy that I met the first day I met him, and I absolutely love you for that.
Check the notes.
All right. So, as we kind of close out this lovely reception and this evening and get our feet on the dance floor, I just want to say again, thank you so much, Lord and Mike, for letting us be a part of your special day. It's been an absolute pleasure, and we're going to do a little toast to send them off. So if everybody can make sure they get their glasses, we are going to do a Spanish send-off here. I'm going to run you through it really quickly so you understand what we're doing, and then we'll do it together, all right? So we're going to do arriba, which is up, abajo, down, al centro, is out, and al dentro, which is inside, or let's go back. So we're going to do it together, all right? Everybody ready?
All right.
Arriba, abajo, al centro, al dentro. Congratulations, Mike and Lauren. You are everything to me. We love you all and cannot wait to get down this evening. Let's go.